Okay, I'm back. And my last video ended with my phone having low storage. It's cold in here. So I'm going to get back into where, well, I honestly I don't know where I left off. I think I was doing the brow illumination, and I was just about done with that. But for my brow outfit. Okay, so I'm gonna do the brow procedure again and the lashes, and then after that I'm going to get into my LED procedure, and then after that I'm going to get into microdermabrasion and what's it called, and hydro and the jet peel. So this is what I have, and then I also can do my waxing. So I'm going to start off by going into my first aid and infection control procedure, and let me go ahead and get everything to the bathroom, turn the bathroom light on, and let's see. So now I'm going to put myself to the bathroom, laptop, and set the laptop over here. And I'm gonna start with my hands are super dry. My hands are dry. I'm gonna start off by doing the hand washing and the implements and the client injury and licensee injury. I just needed to really put something on my hands because they're super dried out from all this washing and repetitive procedures. So now my first procedure is going to be washing hands, and I'm going to turn my paper towel. Not my paper towel. I'm going to turn my water on with the paper towel, warm water. I'm going to take my soap, and I'm going to pump out the soap. I feel like I've had more soap. I do have more soap. Okay, so then I'm going to rub my hands together for 30 to 40 seconds. So, I rub my hands for 30 to 40 seconds, making a mess. I'm going to wash my wrists first. Then I'm going to wash my palms. Really got in the soap, you keep sliding off. Wash my palms. And then in between my fingers. And then I'm going to wash the back of my hands. Then I'm going to wash my thumbs. Then I'm going to wash under my nails. And now I'm going to rinse my hands off. Then I'm going to take my paper towel, dry my hands off. And then turn the water off with my paper towel. And then that's that for the hand washing. And then I'm going to get into implements. For my implements, I get my barbicide, goggles, gloves, my detergent, and my container for my water, my pitcher for my water, and then my measuring cup for my barbicide. And then I'm going to get my container. I had a container actually. I just use this bowl. For instance, let's say this is a bowl and it can fit 32 ounces of water. I'm going to get my pitcher and fill that up with 32 ounces of water. So I'm going to let the water run. Let it run when it gets to 32 ounces. And if I need to clean any implements that are bigger and won't get completely in the water, then I would double my measuring sizes. So, I'll get the water, pour it into my container. Then I'm going to take my little implements, my tweezers, and I'm going to wash them off in the water and scrub the deepest or the oils and stuff, anything that may be extra off. And just keep scrubbing it off until I feel like everything is off. So, scrub off my tweezers. And then I'm going to take my tweezers and dry off my tweezers after I rinse them off. And then I'll take my container, rinse it out. And then after I got my container cleared out, I'll take a paper towel and dry it off as well. Then I'm going to get my barbicide ready, my gloves and my goggles. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to get my gloves and my goggles, and I'm going to fill up my container with water again. Then I'm going to take my barbicide in my measuring cup and pour my barbicide to the measuring cup with 2 ounces and pour it into the container. Then I'm going to take my implements and set them into the container. and cover the container up and time my implements to be cleaned for 10 minutes. Then, just in case, before I take off my gloves, oh my goodness, I take a barbicide wipe with my gloves on and wipe off my workstation. Well, wipe off my what's this called? Sink. So yeah. Wiping off my sink. And after that, now I'm done, and I'll take off my gloves along with my barbicide wipe still being in my hand, and throw my barbicide and my gloves away. My barbicide wipe and my gloves away. And my goggles would have been wiped off with the barbicide wipe as well. So now I can go into washing my hands for about 30 to 40 seconds. And so I'm going to wash my wrist. I'm going to wash my palms. I'm going to wash in between my fingers. And the back of my hands. Under my nails. In between my fingers. And then rinse my hands off. And then dry my hands. With the paper towel. And turn the water off. With the paper towel, throw it away. And then I'm gonna get into licensing injury. So I'm in between a service. And I've accidentally got a little injury. And I'm going to let my client know to remain calm and not to panic. And I'm going to go to the sink and wash my hands. So I have prepped my first aid kit at the sink. And then I'm going to wash my hands and wash my wound. And so I'm gonna rinse my hands off. Take my paper towel and water off. And then I will take my antibiotic cream and a Q-tip and or a Band-Aid. Apply the antibiotic ointment on the wound. And after I've applied everything to the wound, I'll put my gloves on. And after I put on my gloves, I will go back and get the Barbasol wipe and wipe down my work area, sterilize implements, sanitize and disinfect, and let me not stop the video. But yeah, I'll just take my Barbasol with my gloves on, wipe down my workstation, and after I wipe down everything, once I start doing this video, I really want to start cleaning up. But anyway, throw in my Barbasol wipes along with my gloves, and head back over to the sink to wash my hands. And make sure I try not to get the wound wet. Alright, and I'll dry my hands off. Take my paper towel again, dry my hands, turn the water off with the paper towel, even though I already turned the water off. Then it has been 10 minutes now, since my implements have been sitting. So I take my gloves and my goggles, put on my gloves, and take out my implements, rinse them off. All of my implements get rinsed off and cleaned, and then I'm going to dry them off, and I'm going to rinse out my container with a bunch of barbicide and just set it dry there. So, that's that. Now, my implements are good and clean, and then I can move forward and go into lifting. And lifting, let's do, I'm going to do lifting and a facial. Let me move all this stuff. Got too much going on. So, lifting and facial. Let's see. I guess I can just get my stuff together as I discuss. Oh shoot, what I'm doing. Gonna make payments. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the basic facial. Trying to turn the heater on as I go through this because it's freezing. Okay. Now, so anyway, now I'm gonna go over the instructions of the basic facial, and then I'll discuss the brow and lash lift elimination. Where is it? So there we go. This is the basic evaluation plan for not the basic. The evaluation plan for a basic facial. I'm going to have my client prepped here, her little hair net, and I'm going to begin discussing the instructions. So, I'm going to start with the client consultation. I will greet my client and escort them to the work area, determine the client's preferences, assess client's needs, assess client's skin by performing a skin analysis to ensure that there are no inflamed, infected, broken, raised, or swollen skin in the area to be worked on, or an open wound or sore in the area to be worked on, an infection or infestation, aka lice, to prevent them from safely performing service. I'll assess client's consultation form for any medications and products used within the last 72 hours. Consult on any known allergies. Consult with the client on any facial services within the last 3 months, and if the client is under physician's care. I will assess if the client is prone to cold sores or fever blisters. Assess if the client has used exfoliating or lightening agents in the last 72 hours, aka alpha hydroxy acid, beta, I think it's beta hydroxy acid, or hydrocortisone, etc. Assess facial injections within the last 3 weeks. If client is free from the above, the student moves forward with the procedure. So, next will be washing hands procedure. So, I guess I'll go wash my hands. So, I'm going to wash my hands for 30 seconds. 30 to 40 seconds. I'm going to wash my wrist. Palms. Back of my hand. In between my fingers. My thumbs. Under my nose. Alright. So, wash my hands. Turn water off. Actually, let me get a bowl of water. Boom. Now my hands are washed. Now I can move forward to my evaluation. Okay. Next, I'm going to set up the tools and supplies for the facial. So, I'm going to need a spatula, gloves, fan brush, distilled water, comedone extractor, clean sheets and a blanket, client drape, towels, disposable facial sponges, cotton pads, 4x4s, 2x2s, cotton rounds, tissues. Hit my phone. Headband, hair nets, or head covering, a rubber mixing bowl, a water bowl. Products needed: antiseptic, cleanser according to skin type, astringent, toner, exfoliator, massage product, oil, mask according to skin type, moisturizer according to skin type, eye product according to skin type, moisturizing product, SPF, and a portion cup / tray. Equipment needed: magnifying lamp, facial steamer, facial bed, stool, hot towel steamer, tray. So, I need, let me see, I don't need this, but I definitely need some, well, I can use paper towels, cotton rounds, and I definitely need some more wooden sticks, and what else? I think that's it for now. I continue to improvise as if I was really doing a facial. Um, I want to keep using my very own supplies. I'm gonna just use what I can make the best out of. How about that? Let me get a paper towel. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into what it says for preparation. Use my little product for my client. Oh my gosh, it's so cold in here. Anyway, so it says disinfect workstation, bed, and equipment using a disinfectant wipe. So here we go. Okay, never mind. Check equipment to ensure all devices are in a safe working order and plugged into a working receptacle to avoid any electrical burns. Gather clean supplies needed for the facial services. Storing a clean closed container. Turn on the hot cabbie and stock at least 3 clean wet towels. More may be needed depending on the service and client's needs. So for me, gauze are cool and all, but a hot towel is a lot, a lot more easier to remove product from a client. So then it says, I always lose my spot. Okay. Fill clean steamer glass with distilled water. Preheat steamer. Dispense products needed for the service according to the skin type and the client's needs as follows. Prepare disposable portion cups for each product with a portion of product by opening the top of the container and ensuring that the tip of the nozzle does not come in contact with the disposable portion cup, or remove product with a disinfected or single-use spatula. Close the lid to the product and set up the portion cup/tray on the tray. Drape facial bed using 1 fitted sheet, 1 flat sheet, and 3 towels. Place clean laundered sheets down on disinfected facial bed, placing a towel horizontally at the head of the bed. Lay a hairnet or a headband on the top of the first towel, along with a rolled towel to support the head and the neck of the client. Save the third towel to lay across the client's décolleté, aka the chest. Have client disrobe appropriately for the service. Help client onto bed. Swaddle sheet and blanket if needed over the guest. Place third towel over the décolleté. Thought I said it already. Place the hairnet and headband on the client's head to cover the hair and the ears completely. Place the rolled towel under the client's neck to support the head of the client. And then it says wash hands again. I don't feel like doing that again, so I'm going to act as if I did. Excuse me. So, now it's time to perform the service. So, I'm going to take my gauze head, scissors, dip them in the water, allow them to sit on my client's eyes. And then I'm going to take another gauze pad and cleanse my client's lips. So I'm going to go outward, inward. I will read this looking down if I can see. So I'm going to go outward, inward, and then I'm going to do outward, inward on the opposite side. And it says 3 passes. I'm going to do 5. Then I'm going to move in a downward motion. And I'm going to do outward, inward of the eyes. Then I'm going to move downward again. Outward, inward. And throw it away. Then I'm going to cleanse the face. But before, let me try to get my heater to work one more time. It's beyond me. Like, it should not be this cold. Woo! I got it to work. Thank God. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Because it was getting ridiculous. Okay, back to my cleansing. So, I'm going to cleanse the face. This water in this bowl is warm. It feels so good. And so, I'm going to take cleanser and I'm going to start at the neck slowly. Excuse me, I'm gonna move up along the chin. Coffee up. And down the jawline. And then I'm gonna move up to the temples. And then I'm gonna go across the forehead. Then I'm gonna go down the nose, come across the eyelids and back, come across the eyelids and back, come across the eyelids and back. And then I'm going to come at the neck again. And then going down the chin to the jawlines. Up to the temples. Across the forehead. And then to the nose, up the bridge, across the eyelids, back to the nose, up the bridge, across the eyelids, back to the nose, up the bridge, across the eyelids, back. And then I'm going to come back. What I'll do, I don't know. Cleanse one more time at the neck, up the chin, across, coming down the jawline, up the temples, across the forehead, to the nose, up the bridge, across the eyelids, up across the eyelids. Then I'm going to clean the face off. And I'm going to move up along the face to remove the product. And as I'm wiping the product off, I'll make sure I move out. And then my client has a cleansed face. And then I'm going to analyze the skin. So I'll cover the face, look over with the lamp, covering the eyes and seeing if I see any dry areas, oily areas with a bunch of acne, maybe combination. What else can you see under that lamp? Excuse me if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can see one more thing. But anyway, so now I'm going to move and exfoliate. So now I will take my product for exfoliating and my rotary brush, my brush to rotate, because I'm thinking of a rotary phone. That's the thing. I don't think I'm saying the brush right, and if I am, it sounds weird. So I'm going to take my exfoliator and exfoliate starting at the neck. And then exfoliate up the face. All over for about 2 to 3 minutes. Getting rid of those dirty skin cells. And then I'm going to, after I exfoliate, I'll take a steam towel, check it on my wrist for the temperature and remove, but if I had a steam towel. But I'm just going to take my eyes and remove. product. So alright. Boom. And then after that I'm going to extract if needed. So I'll take a gauze pad, wrap it around my fingers, and boom. So ooh, I forgot the tone after I cleansed. I'll tone after I extract. So I'm gonna take the extract and remove. And when I take the extract and remove, well, as I extract, make sure I do not wipe over the same spot that may have blood on it, because I don't want to get any bacteria build up into my client's pores, all that good stuff. So I'm done, and now that I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and tone, since I forgot. And also, my heater turned off again, so let me turn that back on because I'm cold. So I've just toned the skin. Okay. Let me turn my heat on real quick. Oh Lord, don't tell me you didn't want to come on. No. Come on, man. It's just warming up in here. Okay. This is wrong. Me. Oh. Okay. Over it. I guess I gotta stick it out. Anyway, so now I'm going to go into massage. So I'm gonna read these. Almost there. Instructions on massaging. So it says, I used to get mixed up with this and get very, very confused, but now I got it. Apply dime size massage product from the prepared portion cup tray to your hands with a disposable spatula, then apply it to both hands by rubbing your hands together. Discard of disposable spatula in waste receptacle. Apply massage product to the décolleté neck face using long, gentle strokes, then apply product from the chin to the forehead. Maintain contact with your client's skin in a consistent rhythm using an up and out motion to help protect muscle tissue. Use caution around eyes and eyelids to avoid stretching sensitive skin. Perform massage movements beginning at the forehead. Apply pressure using the hand over the hand movement and effleurage with the ring finger. Use across forehead, moving left to right, then right to left. This will begin to relax surface facial facial muscles. Repeat this movement 3 times. Slide middle fingers of both hands over and under continuously in half circle movements as you move across the forehead, left to right, then right to left. Repeat each movement. Then apply slight pressure to the temp muscles before continuing. Use tap. I always say this wrong. Tapping around. I'm not going to say it. Use tapping movement around the eyes and brow bone, zygomatic arch, and upper cheekbones. Repeat this movement 3 times. Circle the outside of the eyes using the ring finger, using light pressure. Repeat this movement 3 times. Perform small circle movements around the temple pressure points and pause with slight pressure. Repeat this movement 3 times. Massage the outer corners of the nose with small circular petrissage movements. Slide up either side of the nose and apply pressure to the eye sockets. Slide over the brows and gently apply pressure to the outside of the brows and glide back to the corners of the nose. Repeat this movement 3 times. Perform effleurage scissor movements across the nose and index finger using a V pattern slide up to the hairline. Repeat this movement 3 times. Woo! I'm running out of breath. Lift upwards slightly 3 times at the corners of the mouth. Repeat this movement 3 times. Then perform small circular motions in the corners of the mouth and also create the V pattern sliding across the mouth as we did with the nose. Whew, I'm running out of breath. Okay, so I'm going to start right there. Then I'm going to get into the massage and try to turn this video on one more time. And go from there. Let me see. Please work. Please, please, please. Come on. Okay. Unplug it. That's not it. Come on now. I really need some heat, man. Alright, anyway. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this will come in with slow. Oh. Okay, this is not gonna work tonight. Alright, anyway. Back to this. So I'm gonna start my massage in the cold, but whatever. So I'm gonna take my massage product, put it in my hands. and start at the chest, going across, creating a rhythm. So I'm doing this going across the chest, and then I'm going to move up to the neck. I'm going to keep going up. Go up to the chin. Down to the jawline. Up to the temples. And then across the forehead. Excuse me. And then across the forehead, left to right, right to left. And then, as I'm going across, I start my V. Excuse me. And then, as I'm gliding from the nose to the forehead or the hairline, I will go ahead and start tap motion. And then start massaging from the corners of the nose up across the brows, from the corners of the nose up across the brows, from the corners of the nose up across the brows, from the corners up across the brows, from the corners up across the brows. Then I'll begin friction, but not too much, and go down to the mouth and massage the corners. And then across the lip. And then the chin down to the ears, back up, down, back up, down, back up, down. And then I'm going to go into the neck. And as I go from the neck to chest, décolleté, go into the shoulders, into the shoulder blades. Then come back up into the face, press against the temple, then release. Then I'll get a towel or my guys and remove the massage product, preferably the towel. This would be easy to remove from the chest to the base. So I'll just take my little guys and yeah. So I'll begin to wipe off the décolleté. Excuse me. Then go up. Wipe the massage product. So after the massage product, it says obtain facial mask from disposable portion cup tray with a disposable spatula and place palette or bowl. Discard the disposable spatula and erase. receptacle. Apply mask and apply the mask onto the client's face using hand, spatula, or fan brush. Starting at the throat with long strokes. Be cautious not to get the product in the client's eyes. Allow mask to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. So, let me see. I don't have a fan brush. I do have a spatula, but I don't know where my spatula went. So, I think for now, I'm just going to use one of these wooden sticks and call it a day. This is what she's going to get for now. So, okay. So I'm going to take my mask out of my cup and I'm going to apply from the neck to that's honey. Anyway, so I got my mask product and I'm going to apply from the neck. So after I've applied the mask, it says allow mask to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Then remove the mask with a sponge or a gauze pad into warm water. Extract the excess water by squeezing the sponge or the gauze pad into a water ball. Start at the throat, work up towards the contours of the face. And then apply toner. So I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes literally so I can get the feel of everything. And yeah, so 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I hope the heater working because it is like cold for real. I can't believe this. There we go. Oh my gosh. There is a go. Okay. So 10 minutes. At 10:18, I guess you could say I would be cleaning and talking to my client, engaging with them if they are asleep. Ooh, prepping for my next materials and yeah. Hopefully that heater stays on because like the cold is not helping me to stay up. And I need to stay up as long as possible. 1-7. I'm gonna try to stay up till like 1 more hour maybe. So I'm hungry. I should have ate. Oh, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. As I did when my alarm goes off at, did I say it for 6 something? 6:15. Let me turn that off because I know I'm not gonna get up. Okay, I'll get up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, because who's getting up at 6:15? Not me. So I got 8 more minutes left. Whew. Excuse me. Mm. I'm honestly just thinking about my blanket. And the next part is going to be eye product after I tone and moisturizer. Let me say this word again. I had it. I used to say it wrong. Then I started saying it right. And then I think I'm at the point where I'm saying it wrong again. Tapetum. Is it pronounced here on the dang on paper? Tapetum. Tapament. Let's see how to pronounce this. Tapament. That's not how you say that word. I'm not tripping. Am I spelling it right? Can you spell the word right? Oh yeah, definitely spelled it wrong. It is pronounced Tapotment. Tapotment? Really? I thought it was. No, I know. Maybe how you say that word. I thought it was different. I guess it is Tapotment. Tapotment. Ah, I got the word right. I feel like a child. Tapotment. Tapotment movement. That's how you say the word tapotment. I think. Let me make sure. Make sure I read this right one more time. It's a Swedish word, so I'm not tapotment. Tapotment. Okay. Yes, I knew I was saying it wrong. Like, no, that's not how you say the word tapotment. It's a Swedish word, and I had it wrong and didn't know what I was saying, and I'm not going to blame myself because it was just not Swedish word. Yeah. So yeah. Oh shoot. Mm. Yeah. I need my hair dyed for real. Got 4 more minutes left of my client's mask, and then I can remove the mask and go from there. I actually was gonna go into doing what's it called? I was actually gonna go into doing lifting again, but I'm so tired. And my heater went off again. Okay, whatever. Got 30 more minutes. I'm so upset, like. Mm. Yeah, I'll just get up at 7 and do this all over again. So I get up at 7 Alright, so I don't feel like waiting again. Anyway, I have 2 more minutes left of my mask, but I'm just going to take this mask off. So I'm going to remove it with my gauze pads or a steam towel. Boom. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my eye product. Then I'll go ahead and apply what's next? After my eye product, my moisturizer, aka SPF. And then after I'm done, I'll press against the temple. I'm done with the facial. After the facial, I'll follow up with my client, throw in my products that I don't need anymore. Place my implements in a closed container to be disinfected. Place cable towels into the laundered area. Clean my workstation, disinfect, and properly clean agents. Wipe down my workstation and solution. Clean with the cleaning solution. Identify, disinfect it, and follow the manual's instructions. Yada. Then I wash my hands, remove the gloves, and wash my hands. Okay. So that's that. I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow and finish where I left off. And I am going to get me some rest. And I'll be back tomorrow morning to get this done again. So, this is